It's your fancy. You can have it any way you want. Your fancy. You can have anything you like. It's your fancy. You can have it any way you want. Your fancy. You can have anything.
This is for you, Virgo. December is the month of the angelic frequencies of the gemstone Turquoise. Your birthstone is Sapphire, Virgo. So what we need to do is see how these two gemstones resonate with each other. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. To contact me, visit www.readingsbyrosemary.com, where we provide you with all the information you need to find out how to get information on our spiritual consultations, psychic astrology, Rosicrucian Kabbalah, as well as classes and upcoming seminars. December's gemstone of turquoise has the light emanations of the astrology archangel Adnachiel. And your zodiac gemstone of sapphire has the properties of light bestowed by the zodiac archangel Hamaliel. Stay right here as we give you the gemstones particular to your ruling planet of Mercury. Now, Virgo, your ruling planet of Mercury also has the associations and the correspondences with the gemstones of emerald, fluorite, moss agate, and sodalite. Now, this is not your Virgo gemstone. Your Virgo gemstone is sapphire. But for the Mercury association, we have, yes, fluorite, sodalite, moss agate, emerald. Okay, now these are the precious stones that you can use to align oneself with the energies of the planetary angel who is Raphael, assigned to the planet Mercury in Kabbalah, who is also the archangel of the east, ruling over the warm, moist winds that originate from easterly compass directions. He is the divine physician corresponding to the Greek god Hermes Trismegistus and the Egyptian god Thoth, thereby being the Roman god Mercury, applying logical justification as well as reason to his familiar levels of bestowal. And this causes a healing, and it causes a great resourcefulness and an ingenuity. So be mindful of your intentions and your own inner strength and your purpose and your potency when utilizing these powerful gemstones in unison with each other when you use them together. The planetary angel Raphael is assigned to the planet Mercury in Kabbalah. The Zohar states, the first day of creation is the synthesis of all the other days, for as there is really no separate fractional moment in time, they only form part of the whole. It is written, God said that there be light, meaning angelic beings who are emanations from the light on high that shines forth on the world below, and were created on the first day and took up their position on the right hand of the holy ones, from the Zohar. Also found in the Zohar, the fact is that the angel Raphael, who is appointed to heal the earth of its evil and affliction and the maladies of mankind, was created on the second day. Again, that's from the Zohar. Mercury is known as the attribute of God, the winged messenger, found in Acts 14:12, and they called Barnabas Jupiter. But Paul, Mercury, because he was chief speaker. So this is talking about the Hermes Trismegistus Thoth energy comes through St. Paul. That's mercurial. It's that planet Mercury, or the Roman god Mercury. These are all associated with each other, and the archangel Raphael. Now, your Earth guardian archangel Uriel speaks to you from your Virgo astrology archangel, it is Hamaliel for Virgo. This is an angelic horoscope transmission from your zodiac angel for Virgo, who is Hamaliel, who resides over the Virgin's mutable earth nature And here are his messages for you in love, money, and health. Now first, Hamaliel's love, rapture, and romance transmission. The yellow-green angelic light frequencies of Hamaliel combined with the energies radiating from December's gemstone, the December gemstone of turquoise, spawn a wealth of hearty blessings, especially when joined with Virgo's sapphire gemstone, reestablishing many important relationships to you in a great alchemical amalgamation, incorporating the Virgin with traditional December vim and vigor, bringing out the purifying properties of the gem, which distill the vortex centers of the heart chakra through the instincts of the abdominal organs and third chakra, as well as willfulness of the throat chakra. Hamaliel's money and wealth transmission. Finances respond well to sapphire and turquoise, which allow you to receive abundantly from all that is given to you from a place of charm, poise, and high esteem from everyone around you. The source of all bestowal is the central point of stillness, which is maintained in a constant state of potentiality. The throat chakra is balanced with December's gemstone, allowing you to speak up for yourself with a lot more comfort and a lot more self-assurance and, a lot more confidence. Now, regarding the central point, be still and know that I am God, is the point where you find that, as a good book says, be still and know that I am God, that's the point where you do nothing and you accomplish everything. That's the point where you're in the same place of your godhood, that perfect stillness of all bestowal. And from that point, this is where people find you, because this is where your light is able to shine, this inner light, and the parts of them that are in need will feel the bestowal from that light and feel a great quenching of their inner spiritual thirst for that spiritual milk that comes from that central point. And the whole universe, what we're talking about isn't just humankind. We're talking about the entire universal organism, which is the creature. And you become in similitude of form with the Creator. And at that point, when you find that inner stillness, which some people call the inner Maitreya Buddha, or Christ Buddha, or Christ Maitreya, or Jesus Maitreya, Maitreya, it really is that point. We shouldn't get too caught up in what it's called. We should feel the energy from that. And when you're coming from that, this is the solar finger is the ring finger, and thumb is Venus finger. When you take that mudra, that causes, with both hands, that causes you to link into that channel, and it's very much a place of bestowal, where the calmness comes over you, and is also able to come over all of the universal creature. Now, you'll notice when you reach this point, time slows down or stops. And that is where you find eternity. It's not outside you. It's not in any kind of immortality, and eternity is not outside you in any form of pill or something you can buy, or something that somebody else can give you or teaches you the secret of. It's a place you find within yourself. Everything is a place you find within yourself. It's all within you. And as the Tibetan Book of the Dead says, whenever you get to a point where you realize that anything that's scaring you is part of yourself, showing itself to you, the minute you realize it's you, then you're able to incorporate that into yourself, understand that part of yourself, and then you're able to deal with it, and then find and that becomes your ego, the evil inclination, and you rise above it by being able to understand, by objectifying that part of yourself. When you objectify the ego, you can rise above it. If you're subjective about your ego, you're in it, and then you can't rise above it, and then you're caught up in it, and it becomes deadly. But when you objectify your own ego, and it's your worst enemy, so you keep it closer than anything else, and then you keep it close, but you're able to differentiate your inner God consciousness from the ego. And that is when you reach a state where you are pretty much able to feel that you are riding that beast. Rather, that's the secret of the strength card in and that's not your card, Virgo, but that's the secret of the strength card, or it's called lust in the Crowley deck, where you have, that's that part of you that is the woman riding the part of her that is the beast. That simply is the ego. That's what that means. There's a conjoining, and then you give birth to yourself on a higher level, but you've always got to be mindful of the power of your ego. And a healthy fear of it is good. But also at one point you learn to love it, and then and you treat it like something you want to care for, like a child, and then it becomes something that you care for instead of something that you use. And remember, the ego is basically the universal organism. It is Adam Kadmon. It is the creature created by the creator. It is the Frankenstein, all the Frankenstein movies, and Dr. Frankenstein is the creator. So just understand that. He tried to destroy it, did he not? But then he, also loved it. So you have to, it's his child, but yet it's his creation, So he can care for it, he can reject it, that it didn't turn out the way he wanted it to, these kinds of things. This is the ancient conundrum of the creator and the creature. All right. So again, when you reach this point, that's when time really slows down. Okay. Now we get into Hamaliel's money and, we did that. We're going to, when we go into the higher realms, it's hard to come back into the physical, but we do that. We center and come back into the physical. Hamaliel's health and fitness transmission. Okay, now health becomes carefree. With the use of the sapphire, that's your Virgo gemstone, use of sapphire and turquoise during December, harmonizing your throat chakra with your heart chakra as well as the crown chakra, the latter being the seat of the deep inner soul. Great healings take place within the realm of the seeker's ability to perceive the true center of the self, from where all life emanates outward from a single central point of nothingness. Becoming healed when the decision is made to be well for all reality stems from a desire that then forms a thought for the purpose of fulfilling the original longing, yearning, or desire. To heal, take full responsibility for all that you behold each day, for you have created it. A disclaimer is in order here. High magic may be dangerous. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Remember to chant your divine tone of I analyze, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating from that still point on the quality of analyzing, and be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Virgo. Now remember that when you're analyzing, you're kind of subjectively in the ego. When you are just, analysis, and you have the potential to do that, but you also have the potential to do anything else you want to do, that's when you're in your God self, and the ego, the beast, has been objectified, so that you can then love it properly and correctly, and then you've reached your godhood within. Thank you for joining us. And please join us again next time